Today is the International Day of Happiness, and a UN-sponsored report once again finds Finland is the world's happiest country for the 8th year in a row. The U.S. going the wrong way, folks. Ranked in 24th place. It's our lowest ever position. Our best ranking was actually 13 years ago when we came in 11th place. With 11th place, I should say. With us now is Dr. Wendy Walsh, the host of the Dr. Wendy Walsh Show on iHeartRadio and psychology professor at Cal State University, Channel Islands. All right, Dr. Wendy, what a bummer. Like, what are we doing wrong?
What are we doing wrong? Well, if we look at the example of some of the Nordic countries that tend to score very high, a couple things are different. One is that they have governments who put citizen social welfare first, right? Whereas when you have a government that tends to be more authoritarian, you score lower. Examples might be Afghanistan or Lebanon. It's really interesting to note that this year Mexico jumped into the top 10 as one of the happiest countries. So it's about learning to trust and be happier with each other. That is fascinating.
Okay, so Finland, 8 years in a row. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but what is so specific about Finland that they are, winning this thing 8 years in a row?
Well, it's interesting because I teach health psychology, and you might think it's a diet and exercise class, but it's really about interpersonal relationships. And this is what the Finns do very well. They live in multi-generational housing. They have communities. They have social support. They eat their meals together. They trust each other. There's a big mindset around trust. That's one of the things the researchers looked for. And so it's not just about income. In fact, income wasn't as important as some of these other factors.
That's really interesting. Okay, a tidbit that I think a lot of people should focus on in this report is that meal sharing has gone down. 1 in 4 Americans reported eating all of their meals alone the previous day, all of them. And that is a 53% increase from 2003. Talk to us a little bit about that.
So we know as human beings that isolation, social isolation, is the worst thing for our mental health and our physical health. Look, it's the worst punishment we give somebody, right? Solitary confinement. We evolved to be tribes, to be herds who need to be together. And when we share meals, this is a way of developing a bond and reciprocity. And so what we've been seeing in America, that, the research was fabulous because it showed that even more important than getting a job after a period of unemployment or a sudden big raise, just simply sharing meals with others can boost your happiness faster. So that's something we all can do. I mean, look around at your coworkers today. Ask yourself, who should I ask out to lunch? Who can I hang with? Do not eat alone is a big message from this research.
Does it count if you're eating, at desks next to each other? I think I sort of know the answer if you're not really interacting there. Okay, so this year's report paid some special attention to acts of kindness. It found that 70% of the world's population did at least one kind thing in the last month. How does that contribute to happiness? And also it has me thinking about how one of my kids is kind of obsessed with opening doors for people right now. I think that's sort of his little act of kindness. And I think this will give me some insight into why this matters so much. Tell me.
Well, certainly doing something instrumental and obvious like opening a door or assisting somebody can give you immediate gratification. The research is clear, even if you're just giving money to a charity where somebody is benefiting that you don't even see, believe it or not, the giver gets a bigger boost in happiness than the receiver. I find that fascinating, that we should all wake up every day and say, where can I give? How can I give in my time, my talents, or my treasure so that I can feel better? Think of it as a selfish act.
That is fascinating. Dr. Wendy Walsh, thank you so much. This is a really interesting report here. We appreciate you taking us through it.
Thank you.
Coming up next hour,